G'day, g'day, g'day. MitchoRC, All Aussie RC Adventures. How are we all? That's great. Me, top of the tree, pick at the bloody orchard. And on today's episode, you can see by the thumbnail, it's another unboxing. So before we get into this episode and this little journey, I'd just like a big thank you to all of you out there hitting that like, subscribe button, commenting along, following along the All Aussie RC journey. You know it's not about that. You know it is. It's ring a mate, life's a battery, charge it. So if you've got your phone in front of you, ring up, hit a mate, send him a message, because as I said, that phone call, that message could just absolutely change someone's day. And like me, my day's already changed. Because a big thanks to the boys down at Roland Hobbies, that's right, your local hobby shop. They're probably sick of me by now because every week I'm on the phone saying, hey, get me this, get me this, get me one of these. So this has been on the cards for a while. You can see by the name on the box. It's the RC4 drive. So this is a Mojave II body on their CX2 platform. I've never had anything by RC4 drive as in a remote control before. A lot of the diorama stuff I believe we get in is from RC4 drive, but to have an actual car, not as yet. So trust me, they've got a few to check for, click through. You've got Toyota Hiluxes, which is like this in a single cab, a dual cab, to real scale looking Hiluxes to a 4Runner. They're not the cheapest thing, but they're ready to run platform straight out of the box, which is your RTR. So it's probably got, it should have everything in this box. They've got a battery for the car that should have double A's in it for the controller as well. If not, that's no dramas. We'll pinch them out of the TV remote downstairs. But again, big shout out to the boys down at Roland Hobbies for getting it in for me. And as I said, it was ordered on a Monday and turned up on because one of the man behind the camera here, Gav himself, just sitting over there in the corner, tuned up on a Tuesday, didn't it? Like 2 days later. So within 2 days of me ordering it, it had turned up. And we're going to crack it open. So without further ado, I think there's a little signal coming through for you. G'day, MitchoRC. Men's mental health matters. You're not alone. If you feel drawn to my videos, please subscribe. You didn't find me by accident. Ring a mate, life's a battery charge. Thanks, Mitch, that's a great message. So, we'll find the kniffy, which is our Stanley here. And we're gonna slice it open. Remember the rules, kids, slice away from yourself and towards your mates. Gav, don't stand close because I've got a knife in my hand. And I don't even know how this box is gonna open. He's biting at the bit to get into this thing. It's been sitting down in his shop for a couple of days before I picked it up. And I know not to open anything until I get down there, or do it myself. But look, on the box there's a lot. We could go through it, but these aren't a new RC. They have been out for like 6 or 7 years. You know, I might put a description in the description itself with all the details what these things got, but I'm like Gav too. I can't really wait to see this thing because it's just, looks like the Mickey Mouse. Okay. Different type of controller, a lot of functions, little aerial, that's their own, looking at it, RC4 drive. Okay. Bit of phone. And there she is. Okay, so it's come out towards you, which is a win. We've got another, here we go, we've got a, yes, look, I was right. They've got the AA batteries in there. They've got, it's not a LiPo, what do they call those things? A Li-on battery, which would, you know, make sense. They've got to send these things around the world, and LiPo batteries you can't. It's got some weird looking trims in that bag, like some silver, I don't know, maybe trim kits. Pinch. Yeah, okay, pinch up. Oh, here we go. Oh, see. Some Go Fast stickers. Oh yeah, for the bed. A C2X, that is a tongue twister, competition scaler. Okay. Oh, look at her. She does look pretty Mickey Mouse, doesn't it? Bit of foamage.
Wow, that's nice.
Lovely cable tied. I'll just stop you for a minute so we don't cut ourselves and end up with blood on the table. And welcome back. After a quick 10 minutes off camera, me and Gav have gone through it. We've realised that to get the body off, you got 2 screws on each side of where the rocker panels were, and the body comes off. The body itself, first impression is great. That is a fantastic scale detail body. And then we're flicking through the menu, we're looking at the chassis, you know, like, and for us it's something different because we're used to having more of an RTR, like taking these things straight out of the box. This is a competition ready scale or trail scale crawler. It's not, if you're going to go buy one of these, or if you've got one of these, I've got some questions for you, but if you don't expect this to be, if this is going to be your first, well, you wouldn't, you just, this is a comp truck. It's something different. Like, it just goes down to your manual as well. Like, most of us are used to having a bit more of a detailed manual. This has got pretty much not much how to change lipos and a couple of accessories and spare parts, because it just goes, if you bought one of these or you got one of these, it's not going to be your first rock crawler. This is something that you've been in the game or the hobby for a while. You know what you're talking about, you know what you're doing. Because like the battery, they give you a battery which I've changed by the pins to a lipo. There's a couple of cutouts here in this chassis, and there's a couple of straps in the bag. The battery they provide you is pretty much the same size as the lipo. You can go smaller, but you're going to be restricted here with room. The first thing I don't like is that the battery is going to be up against the back of the gearbox. I don't know. So if you've got one of these, and can you comment and just give us some ideas of what you're doing with your battery? Like, have you 3D printed something up, or you're just using a smaller battery, and just the straps don't even make sense where to wrap them? I don't know. I should probably do a bit more homework with these things before we go and buy them and have fun. But that's the idea of the hobby, is making it your own, doing your own thing with it, and putting a smile on your face. So it might be a comp ready truck, but for me, it's just going to be something I'll take out the Welshes and put through the water and up the creek. Yeah. And I'm going to put accessories in the back. I'm going to put stickers on it. I'm going to put a driver in it. You know, if people out there with points, yeah, we're going to send it. We're just going to have some fun. But it just, you know, RC4 Drive, it is a great product. There's nothing wrong with your products, but it's just different. I don't know, just used to having a bit more of a instruction manual and well, that's not saying you don't have one. It's just different. And it just comes down to this. It is a Class 2 competition truck. So I dare say if you're in this comp and you're playing around with it, you could take this straight from the shop, straight to a track and compete with it. But then, you know, that's what we're thinking, like, the shockies, are they just a spring dampener that doesn't seem to have oil in the shock? So is that left empty? So people who buy these have got the choice of putting oil and what thickness and what not with them. I'm not sure. They don't look like a cheap shock. They look like a pretty decent shocky. You know, it's still got plastic diffs, plastic hubs. It's got like a die-cast two-piece beadlock style rim. But, you know, if anyone knows these products, knows their game, their RC4 drive gear is top-notch. It is up there. You know, like they always say, dearest isn't the best, and you buy it cheap, you buy it twice. But with RC4 drive and something else I'm going to show you in a minute, there's two names in that sort of industry, I'd say, Gav, hey, that have just sort of, what did you use before? What was that word you had? You remember? No. No, he doesn't remember. No. It's sort of, what's the word? We'll think about it. We had it. They're like the top leaders in the industry, I'd say you'd call it. So RC4 drive, yes, great product. Again, if you've got one of these or you're buying one, it is, you've been in the hobby for a while. You know exactly what you're doing, which I've been in the hobby for a while and I don't have a friggin' clue, but that's the fun of it, and that's what brings a smile to my face, because I'm learning something new every day. To me, I like the scale of it. I like the detail. For me, being an Aussie, it's right-hand drive, so it's going to look at home with a driver sitting in it. It's going to have some accessories all over it. We've already changed it to suit a lipo. Great looking paint job. You know, it's a great truck. I'd rate it 9.5 out of 10. Up there with money-wise, yes. But I don't know, like, it's still cheap compared to what I'll show you in a second, because it's another industry name with these crawlers that have got the market up. But, you know, with light kit, look, the RC4 drive Mojave II C2X chassis, beautiful truck. Can't wait to rip it, make it my own. Oh yeah, you know, explain that, how to do the body. But before we finish this little episode, I'll just show you something else, because I've sort of found, I'll do another episode on these two, but just quickly, just to keep you intrigued and make sure you follow along on the next journey. Facebook Marketplace got me a beauty. So two names in that RC4 drive crawling business is RC4 drive, and the other one is Vanquish. So if anyone knows Vanquish products, the Phoenix, what do they call these things? It's a VS410 Ultra. This is with the portal axles. 12 hours later, Mitcho, you're an idiot. Another Vanquish product. This time it was a kit, but with straight axles. So stay tuned because we're going to do a quick video on these things. We're going to go throw these out at Welsh's Rocks. These have got money spent in them. These are top shelf crawlers. I've never owned anything like this. Even the boys down in the shop will press them. So Adam, it's a credit to you, mate, for building this thing, mate. And it was great to meet you. And unfortunately, I bought it off you. And Kyle, brother, this thing, mate, everyone jaw drops when they see it. It is a beast. They don't want me to use it and scratch the body, but mate, she's going out in the rocks. She's going out to Welsh's. So stay tuned for a bit more detailed video on these things. And before we go, just want to say thanks for following on the journey. And remember, ring a mate, life's a battery, charge it. And I'll catch you on the next journey. Peace out.